Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. A journey beyond the scale. When fans first met the stars of 1,000 Pound Sisters, they were introduced to the raw, unfiltered realities of extreme obesity, family struggles, and the relentless pursuit of better health. What started as a show about two sisters, Tammy and Amy Slaton, quickly evolved into an exploration of resilience, transformation, and human strength. One of the most dramatic and emotional milestones in any weight loss journey comes after the pounds are shed: skin removal surgery. While weight loss alone can be life-changing, the aftermath often leaves excess skin, a physical and emotional reminder of the past. For one 1,000 Pound Sister star, undergoing skin removal surgery didn't just improve mobility, it became a symbol of reclaiming confidence, self-worth, and freedom. Now, with a stunning transformation unveiled to the world, fans are celebrating a moment that once seemed impossible. But behind the headlines and social media applause lies a story of pain, perseverance, setbacks, and triumph. This is the in-depth journey of how a 1,000 Pound Sister star showed off their new look after skin removal surgery, and why it represents more than just weight loss. The long road to weight loss. Before celebrating the transformation, it's essential to understand the road that led here. The Slaton sisters didn't gain weight overnight, and they certainly didn't lose it overnight either. Their childhood in Kentucky was marked by poverty, food insecurity, and a reliance on cheap, high-calorie meals that were easy to make but devastating for their health. For years, food became both comfort and crutch. By the time 1,000 Pound Sisters premiered, Tammy weighed over 600 pounds and Amy was approaching 400. The show documented not just their physical struggles, limited mobility, constant health scares, and reliance on family members, but also the emotional toll of being trapped in their own bodies. Doctors warned them repeatedly, without major lifestyle changes, their lives would be cut short. That wake-up call set the stage for weight loss surgery, but even that was only the beginning. The hidden battle with excess skin. While the public often focuses on the dramatic numbers, Tammy lost over 400 pounds. Amy dropped over 150. There's a part of the story less frequently discussed: the aftermath of weight loss. When someone loses a massive amount of weight, the skin doesn't simply snap back. Years of stretching leave behind folds of loose skin that hang from the body. For many, this is more than a cosmetic issue. Excess skin can cause rashes, infections, sores, and mobility challenges. It can even affect mental health, as people who worked so hard to transform their bodies still struggle to feel comfortable in their own skin. For the Slaton sisters, this reality was harsh. After years of celebrating victories on the scale, they were now faced with another hurdle: how to fully step into their new lives without the painful reminder of their past hanging literally on their bodies. That's where skin removal surgery came in. Preparing for surgery, risks, fears, and determination. Skin removal surgery is no small procedure. It can involve hours under anesthesia, significant recovery time, and risks of complications. For bariatric patients, the most common surgeries include paniculectomy, removal of excess skin from the lower abdomen; arm lift brachioplasty, tightening sagging skin under the arms; thigh lift, removing excess skin from the thighs; breast lift or reduction, reshaping after weight loss. For 1,000 Pound Sisters stars, the stakes were even higher. They had already faced years of medical emergencies, from breathing issues to infections. Any surgery carried added risks. Yet the determination was unshakable. After shedding the weight, the star wanted the final piece of the puzzle: the chance to feel not just healthier but truly transformed. The surgery, a turning point. The day of the surgery was emotional, not just for the star but for family and fans who had followed the journey from the beginning. Cameras captured the nervous moments leading up to the procedure, the hospital gown, the tearful goodbyes, and the anxious wait in the surgical wing. When the surgery was complete, doctors revealed that they had removed dozens of pounds of excess skin. It wasn't just fat or tissue being lifted away, it was years of struggle, pain, and limitations finally being cut loose. The recovery wasn't easy. Pain, swelling, and immobility were constant challenges in the weeks that followed. But slowly, progress became visible. Bandages came off, incisions healed, and what emerged was nothing short of stunning. The big reveal, a stunning transformation. Months after surgery, the star revealed the new look to fans, and the reaction was explosive. Social media lit up with applause, shock, and tears. For the first time in years, the star could move without being weighed down by skin folds. Outfits fit better. Confidence radiated through photos and videos. The reveal wasn't just about aesthetics. It was about freedom from the infections that once plagued them, freedom from hiding in oversized clothes, freedom from the emotional weight of the past. Fans who had followed the journey since day one saw this as a victory not just for the star but for anyone who ever doubted their ability to change. The emotional impact, beyond the physical changes, the emotional transformation was just as powerful. Losing weight had already boosted self-esteem, but shedding the skin sealed the deal. Body image improved dramatically. For the first time in decades, mirrors no longer reflected shame but pride. Newfound independence emerged. Tasks that were once exhausting, like walking long distances, traveling, or shopping, became possible again. Relationships shifted. With confidence restored, connections with friends, family, and even potential partners became stronger and more fulfilling. Perhaps the most emotional part of the reveal was hearing the star say, "I finally feel like me." Fan reactions and public support. Fans flooded social media with love and encouragement. Comments ranged from admiration to tears of joy. "You are living proof that nothing is impossible. This is the moment we've all been waiting for. You look incredible." The glow on your face says it all. "We are so proud of you." The transformation became a beacon of hope for viewers struggling with their own weight loss journeys. It wasn't just about one star, it was about showing millions of people that change is possible, even when the odds seem stacked against you. Life after surgery. What's next? The journey doesn't end with surgery. In fact, it's only the beginning of a new chapter. Maintaining weight loss requires discipline, healthy eating, exercise, and mental resilience. For the 1,000-pound sister star, life after skin removal surgery means exploring new opportunities. From fashion to travel, doors once closed are now wide open. Becoming a role model. By sharing their journey, they inspire others facing similar struggles. Continuing therapy. Emotional healing remains just as important as physical transformation. Staying grounded. While fame and attention can be overwhelming, the focus remains on health and happiness. Why this story matters. At its core, this transformation is about more than just looks. It's about redemption, overcoming years of setbacks and doubts. Resilience, proving that change is possible no matter how difficult the path. Representation, showing viewers that obesity isn't a punchline, it's a medical and emotional battle that deserves empathy and understanding. Inspiration, lighting the way for others who may feel hopeless in their own journeys. A triumph of body and spirit. The stunning reveal after skin removal surgery marks one of the most triumphant moments in 1,000-pound sisters history. It's a reminder that weight loss isn't just about numbers on a scale, it's about regaining life, confidence, and hope. For fans, watching this star step into the spotlight with pride is a celebration years in the making. For the star themselves, it's proof that the impossible can be achieved with courage, persistence, and belief. And for anyone sitting at home, doubting whether they can change their life, this story offers a powerful answer. Yes, you can. A new chapter for a fan favorite. The journey of the 1,000-Pound Sisters cast has always been more than just a story about numbers on a scale. It's been about family, resilience, and the fight for a healthier, fuller life. Now, one of the show's most beloved stars has taken a monumental step forward, showing off a jaw-dropping transformation after undergoing skin removal surgery. For fans who have followed every struggle and triumph, the reveal feels like both a personal victory and a public celebration. But what makes this transformation so inspiring isn't just the physical change, it's the emotional rebirth that comes with it. This is the story of how a reality TV star went from battling life-threatening obesity to proudly showing off a body reshaped by hard work, determination, and surgery. The early struggles, from childhood to reality TV, before the cameras, before the fans, and before the surgeries, there was a story rooted in hardship. Growing up in rural Kentucky, the Slatton sisters faced poverty and food insecurity. Nutritious meals weren't always available, and the cheapest, most filling foods often meant processed snacks, sugary sodas, and fried comfort dishes. Food quickly became more than fuel. It was an emotional escape, a way to deal with stress, loneliness, and disappointment. By adulthood, the pounds had piled on. By the time 1,000-Pound Sisters debuted on TLC, both Tammy and Amy were fighting for their lives under the crushing weight of obesity. Doctors warned them, without drastic intervention, they risked heart failure, diabetes complications, and early death. But even with that fear looming, change wasn't easy. Emotional eating, addiction-like habits, and physical limitations created barriers that seemed impossible to overcome. Yet when the cameras started rolling, so did the determination to fight for something better. The first breakthrough, bariatric surgery. The first major turning point came when Amy was approved for bariatric surgery. Fans watched as she went through the difficult preparation process, adjusting her diet and pushing through exercise routines she never thought possible. The surgery was a success, and her transformation became one of the early highlights of the series. Amy's new life included not just weight loss but also a pregnancy that she once feared would be impossible due to her size. Tammy's path was more complicated. Health scares, hospital visits, and personal setbacks made her journey slower. But with persistence, and eventually a stay at a rehab facility, Tammy too began shedding the weight that had once trapped her. For both sisters, weight loss was only the first step. The next challenge would be one few people talk about until they've lived it: excess skin. The hidden struggle of weight loss, excess skin. Shedding hundreds of pounds is an incredible accomplishment, but for many bariatric patients, it comes with an unexpected aftermath. Skin that has been stretched for decades doesn't bounce back, it hangs. Loose, sagging skin on the arms, thighs, stomach, and chest can weigh dozens of pounds. It can cause painful chafing, sores, and infections. It can make mobility difficult even after weight loss. And perhaps most frustratingly, it can distort the reflection in the mirror, preventing people from truly feeling the transformation they worked so hard for. For the Slatton sisters, this was no small issue. Even after hitting weight loss milestones, the excess skin became both a medical and emotional barrier. Outfits didn't fit the way they hoped. Movement was still limited. The mirror didn't yet show the person they felt inside. That's when skin removal surgery became the next logical and terrifying step. Preparing for surgery. Fear meets determination. Skin removal surgery is not cosmetic vanity. It's reconstructive, restorative, and in many cases, medically necessary. For the 1,000-pound sister Star, the preparation for surgery was both physically and emotionally intense. Doctors needed proof that the weight loss was stable and that the Star was healthy enough to withstand hours under anesthesia. Psychologists also evaluated readiness. After all, such a dramatic change in appearance can trigger identity struggles and emotional adjustments. There were doubts, even fear. What if complications arose? What if recovery was too painful? What if the final result didn't match the dream that had kept them going? But as fans know, fear has never been enough to stop a Slaton sister determined to change. The day of the surgery. When the big day arrived, it felt like a full-circle moment. From the days of being bedridden and dependent to standing in a hospital gown awaiting a procedure once thought impossible, the contrast was staggering. The surgery itself took several hours. Surgeons removed dozens of pounds of excess skin, reshaping the abdomen, arms, and thighs. For the medical team, it was routine. For the Star, it was life-changing. When they woke up in recovery, groggy and in pain, the reality hadn't yet sunk in. The journey wasn't over. But a major weight, both literal and symbolic, had finally been lifted. The painful but hopeful recovery. Recovery from skin removal surgery is grueling. There are drains to manage, bandages to change, and stitches to protect. Movement is painful and sleeping comfortably can feel impossible. But every day brought progress. Swelling went down. Bruises faded. Bandages came off. And beneath it all, a new body was emerging. Fans who followed updates on social media saw snippets of the struggle, the Star resting in bed, slowly taking steps, smiling through the pain. Each milestone, walking independently, sitting comfortably, even just putting on clothes without difficulty, became a cause for celebration. The stunning reveal, a whole new look. Months later, the big reveal finally came. In a series of photos and video clips, the Star showed off a body transformed not just by weight loss, but by surgery that revealed the person within. The response was overwhelming. Fans flooded the internet with messages of pride and love. "You don't even look like the same person, you look incredible. This is the glow up of the century. We're crying with you. You deserve this so much." For the first time in years, the Star wasn't hiding behind oversized clothing or apologizing for their appearance. They stood proudly, smiling, confident, radiant. Beyond the mirror, the emotional transformation, what made the reveal so powerful wasn't just the aesthetics. It was the emotional liberation. The Star described feeling lighter, freer, and more comfortable in their own skin. They no longer dreaded mirrors or cameras. They could shop for clothes in regular stores. They could move with confidence. Perhaps most moving of all was the sense of self-love that finally emerged. For someone who had spent years battling insecurity and ridicule, this was more than a makeover, it was an emotional rebirth. Fan reactions. A community celebrates. The transformation didn't just belong to the Star, it belonged to the fans who had rooted for them all along. Viewers of 1,000-Pound Sisters have always been deeply invested in the Slaton family. They laughed, cried, and worried alongside them. This reveal felt like a personal victory for the community as much as for the individual. Social media platforms lit up with celebratory hashtags. Memes compared then and now photos. Fans shared their own weight loss journeys, inspired by the courage on display. Life after skin removal surgery. So what does life look like now? Fashion freedom. For the first time, the Star can wear fitted clothing, bright colors, and styles once thought impossible. Mobility. Walking, exercising, and even daily chores are easier without the drag of heavy skin folds. Health benefits. Fewer infections, improved hygiene, and better posture are all part of the transformation. Opportunities, from modeling photo shoots to public appearances, new doors are opening. Most importantly, life after surgery means freedom, the freedom to live without being defined by weight or excess skin. Why this story resonates. At its core, this transformation isn't just about one person. It's about the universal struggle to overcome obstacles, fight for health, and believe in second chances. For fans battling obesity, it's proof that change is possible. For those dealing with body image issues, it's a reminder that beauty comes in resilience and self-acceptance. And for the star, it's a new lease on life that once seemed unimaginable. A true victory. The 1,000-Pound Sisters franchise has always been about more than weight loss. It's about family, perseverance, and hope. This stunning reveal after skin removal surgery encapsulates everything the show has stood for since day one. From struggling to breathe at 600 pounds to proudly showing off a transformed body, this star's journey is a testament to the human spirit. It's a reminder that the hardest battles often lead to the most beautiful victories. For fans, it's a reason to cheer. For the star, it's a chance to finally live freely. And for anyone watching from home, it's a message that no matter how heavy life feels, transformation is always possible.